Cycle. Concluding a period of salvation. BD number 7996. September 18, 1961. The circle is completed. It is the end of a period of salvation which began a long time ago and can be spoken of as a very significant phase of salvation because I myself descended to earth in order to accomplish the act of salvation on behalf of all fallen spiritual beings. And after this act of salvation the first fallen spirits were able to return, they acknowledged me and will remain with me forever because they voluntarily shaped themselves back into love. But now a new period of salvation will begin. And this first necessitates the dissolution of all material creations on, in, and above the earth and a total transformation of the earth's surface. And once again a judgment of spiritual beings in every degree of maturity will take place, new creations will arise which will receive the spiritual substances according to their degree of maturity and will help them to develop further, and a new human generation will come forth from those people who remained faithful to me, who will survive the final battle of faith on this earth and thus pass the last great test of will. And these people will form the root of the new human generation which will occupy the new earth, whereas everything that is still utterly opposed to me will be banished in solid matter to start its higher development again. An earthly period comes to an end, and that means that one cycle has been completed again, that many souls will have left their external cover for good and finally have returned into the spiritual kingdom again, that they thus found complete redemption through Jesus Christ and then comply with their purpose in the spiritual kingdom, that they continue to ascend ever higher because there is no limit in the kingdom of light and because all my children will eternally strive towards me, since it increases their happiness to always find fulfillment of their love and never to lessen their desire for my love. And likewise, the process of returning the spirits on earth will continue. For an infinitely long time and countless periods of development will still have to pass by until all spiritual beings are redeemed. I say this to you, my servants on earth, because I can only initiate a few people into my plan of salvation, for only a few can grasp this reign and activity of mine in order to guide the fallen spiritual beings back to bliss. The connections from earth to me are established ever less often, a living faith in me is ever more infrequently to be found which is the requirement to convey this knowledge to people. However, wherever possible I will constantly influence people through the mouth of those who offer their active service to me. They find little credence with their fellow human beings and yet I reveal my plan of salvation through my messengers to all people who want to accept my revelations. And I inform them of the fact that once again one phase of salvation is coming to conclusion and a new one will begin. And this will be an extremely painful process for those who do not believe, who have handed themselves over to my adversary, who did not find redemption during this period of salvation and who therefore will have to go through the process of development once more. I would like to protect everyone from this, I would like to lead them back and let them enter the spheres of the blissful spirits but I cannot let my love work contrary to law. People must enter the eternal order during the final stage of their development. Only then will I be able to accept them again in my kingdom, which they once left of their own free will. This period of development, during which I myself lived on earth in the human being Jesus, has been extremely beneficial. All people would have been able to release themselves from my adversary by merely availing themselves of the blessings of my act of salvation, for my act of salvation was accomplished for all people past, present and future. And my spirit will also convey this knowledge again to the people on the new earth. For my immeasurable love wants to help all fallen beings to ascend, and as soon as a person allows himself to be guided by me, as soon as he merely surrenders his opposition and acknowledges me myself in Jesus Christ, he will also have started on the path of return to me, which the man Jesus walked as a good example to him. And then he will also enter the law of eternal order and the process across the earth will one day be over for him as well, he will step out of his physical cover and pass into my kingdom of light and beatitude. Amen.